All right, so question. How much could somebody pay you to say fuck your dream?
Ooh.
How much could somebody pay you to say fuck your dream? So somebody came and I give you 50,000 a year to say fuck your dream.
Nah, that ain't enough.
60,000, 70,000 a year to say fuck your dream, right? So I think that like a lot of times if we waking up going to a job we hate every day, that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like somebody paying you like to say fuck your dream. Just go do this.
Yep.
Get this check in 2 weeks, pay your bills.
And be satisfied.
You know what I'm saying? Live enough to sustain and die. You know what I'm saying? And I think that today we want to talk about, chasing your dream, the mind state that it takes, the fears that come with it, the anxiety that come with it, the quitting your job at the right time, if you're going to quit your job at all.
Yep.
If the work gonna get harder or easier, all of those things. I think that some people who in the same place that we in can listen to this and relate and know that like I ain't the only one going through this shit. Somebody that might be a couple steps behind where we at might watch it and be like, okay, this what's coming next for me. And then people who way ahead of us could look back and like, damn, I remember when I was thinking that them niggas was thinking. You know what I'm saying? And if you are steps ahead of us watching this shit, hopefully you reach out.
Right, let us know.
And let us know what's to come.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, welcome to Terry Roseland Podcast. Today's topic is Dream Chasers. And of course the podcast is brought to you by Killer Cocktails.
Killer Cocktails. Y'all can't see my homies over there, but they got the Killer Cocktails. Same thing always, Killer Cocktails. Bartending service, mixologist. Cocktail curation. I do all type of events. I make drinks you can just pick up. I'm really big on a party vibe though. So when I first started my business, it was all about the parties. Not showing up empty-handed. For those who party, do gatherings a lot, bottles of liquor go so fast. People just drink it. But Killer Cocktails, my main obligation was to spread the liquor. So that's what I do. I still got my book out, the Holiday Recipe Edition. And y'all should go cop that. Y'all can go right on my link tree in my bio and click that link at the top and go ahead and purchase your book. I'm actually having a Black Friday sale, but a $10 holla. So if y'all want to wait on that, I totally understand. But other than that, yeah, Killer Cocktails.
I slid my auntie the recipes.
Okay.
So when Thursday hit and it's time to get around the family,
yeah,
I let her know, surprise me. I don't know which one you gonna drink. I'm gonna taste it and try to guess which one it is.
Well, there are 14 to choose from.
And hopefully, old people gonna put their own little mix on shit. So hopefully she make it right.
And
though,
see, when I made the recipes, like that was my whole idea. Like I went so far in depth because there'll be a lot of things that people might not drink.
Right.
Or don't like, or they can switch some shit up, but like the step by step and like all ingredients, it's there for you to be able to do that. Otherwise, you're not really gonna know what you're doing. Facts. All right, the quote of the day is there are only two choices in life: fear or freedom, and that quote is by yours truly. I actually thought of that. Look, y'all. I did, man. I thought of that because like I was thinking like, damn, like right before I started going to therapy, I came to this like epiphany, like, damn, I need to stop lying. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I was going through these different relationships and shit was happening, and it was just like, it wasn't so much that I was fucking with multiple people. It was more so than I was lying about it. You know what I'm saying? I think that was my first step towards just being a better person in general. But what I told myself is that, like, bro, you're lying out of fear. Right? And I don't want to attach myself to nothing that's fear-based. But I think that, like, you lying to somebody because you're scared of the outcome. You're scared of how you're going to make them feel. You're scared of what they're going to do. That's why you lie to your parents. That's why you lie to your girl. Shit, that's why you lie to the police. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever you lying to. Well, one of those three things is
the opposite. You don't lie to them.
It might not be that.
It might not be fear or freedom. It might be fear or jail. Shit,
exactly.
But, outside of that, you feel me? But at the end of the day, I think it started to make me realize a lot of other things about freedom in general. And it's just like, I think that when it comes to the space of being an entrepreneur versus, doing something that you don't want to do, the fear is the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying? Fear is the biggest thing. Is like, do you really believe in yourself enough to take that step to say, like, all right,
exactly,
fuck
and
this shit, I'm out.
That's really what it comes down to. It's like a lot of the stuff that we don't do that we want to do,
Right.
it's because we just are not there yet with like the self-inspiration. Like we just don't feel like we could do that. We don't feel like if I dropped all of this today, the stuff that I really don't want to be doing, to focus solely on what I really want to do, it's like, do you have enough faith in yourself to think that you can do that?
Exactly.
And the people that do, you can tell. Because they work so hard at that shit. They deal with the ups and downs just the same.
Absolutely.
And like your successes and your downfalls, like they have to be treated the same, because like people that I talk to that are super successful in whatever they're doing, like they appreciate it.
Right.
Like that shit when they fell flat on their ass.
Yeah.
They appreciate that shit. It helps you appreciate the top more.
Exactly.
Anybody that had like a lot of shit handed to them and, you know, they was able to do this because somebody gave them that, their attitude is different from somebody who had to
inheriting it. You definitely not gonna treat it the same.
Absolutely.
And
not.
you might not learn the things you need to learn to keep it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Versus like when you figure it out on your own, you're gonna learn some of them lessons yourself on how to keep that shit.
And you got to, because them same people that got it and feel like they deserved it, and then be the same ones that can't take it if that all just gets taken away.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely. What was your very first dream, like that you ever wanted to do? Like,
it was always music. It was always singing.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. I literally started singing when I was 3. Like the moment my grandma realized I can sing, she literally told my mom. I started like auditioning for choirs. Like I was in the All City Youth Chorus for 6 years.
Okay.
I went to Merritt School of Music downtown for 4 years.
Nice.
I started recording when I was 14. I dropped my first song when I was like 16.
Right.
And then like I just kept at it. Like it was just something that came so naturally, and I really loved it. So it was no problem for me to, you know, I mean, being that young, of course there are like a plethora of other things that I had to focus on. But they were just milestones, like make it through high school.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, you want to do that because, like, that's the natural thing to do. So it's like, okay, you could focus on this, but make it through school. So by the time I had graduated, like, I literally was, like, all about my music.
Yeah.
And I just kept at it. And, I mean, I've been to some high places.
Facts.
So, like, the magnitude of it all is, like, I knew that I could do it because I really believed in myself.
Right.
And then I had a circle of people that really believed in me. So, like, that just took me to a different plateau. Like, it was just like, oh, I could really do this shit. So when I started doing shows and opening up for artists that were in a place that I wanted to be in,
right,
going on 106 in Park, that's when it really hit me. Like, right before 106 in Park was done and over with, and I actually got the opportunity to go and be on, like, TV where I knew, like, millions of people was watching. That's when it kind of just hit me, and it was like, oh, shit, like, this is what you supposed to be doing. Like, damn. And to be 20, 21 and like you doing what you really feel like you're supposed to be doing, that shit feels like incredible. Like there's absolutely. Like, so this little place that I'm in right now where like I'm not doing it, I still got faith in myself. And I know like there's no limit on when I'm gonna make it back to it. And I know that when I do get back to it and it's like the right situation and I can, you know, really I'm about independence now because I've been in some shitty shit. So I know once I make it there to the point where I can like fund my independence, there's no place like that I can't go with that shit.
Facts, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think for me, my first dream was like being a fucking architect. Because
damn.
I used to be.
Math?
So look. So like the first thing, bro, I was like a shorty, right? And I used to like build houses with the VHS tapes, and it just got more and more like intricate.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But I was building like big shit, like taking up the whole room.
Facts.
With like VHS tapes though, and them bitches wasn't glued together or nothing. I was just balancing them bitches right, and I like you could knock them bitches over like dominoes though. But I had like little cars in the garages and shit. I had my little Ninja Turtles in that motherfucker, living like all that
shit.
You know, and then like they showed me algebra and I was like, yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I won't lie.
I was like, fuck all that. Like that shit it's not gonna happen.
I won't lie. I had a thing for, I feel like growing up, like even being in school and knowing like I love music, I think that I was just like a creative person.
Yeah.
So like art, just like it was just like art for me.
Facts.
And I used to like be in art class and shit. I took art class 3 years in a row. And I would be like sketching and shit. And like I had this one thought where I was like, gee, architectural design is so raw.
Rose,
Like
yeah.
that shit is so cold. And so I started, you know, when you a kid, you like looking up shit like, what does it take to get this degree? What does it take? Boy, when they was like, oh, that shit is like mostly math.
Hella math.
Yeah, that's probably not for me.
You know,
like,
but the crazy
hella
part
math.
is like looking back on it show you like how fucked up the school system is set up, because it's just like, you know, if I wanted to be an architect at 5, nothing about school is gonna push you to what you want to do. Like you're gonna be in a class with 30 kids that want to do all different things, and y'all all doing the same shit every day.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But work isn't hard when you have a vision. Like no matter what work it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I was in class and they said like, okay, Terry, this is the architect class, so you're gonna learn how to do the architect math from 5th grade on up. It's gonna be an easier version.
Instead of like you get
It'll
to
be
8th
like,
grade,
nigga, I really want to do this,
and they start stuffing these numbers in your head, and you like, what the fuck? Like what the fuck?
But,
and that's why so many people still say like, I still ain't use math to this day. Like, facts.
But even as a freshman in high school or 8th grade, whenever they introduced algebra, it was like, it wasn't to be an architect. It was just, this is just algebra. You know what I'm saying?
This.
So
like,
it was no like, school separates your task from your vision, and that's why it's so hard.
Exactly.
You feel me? Because like, nigga, if you got a vision, ain't no work hard. You feel me? Like, I don't care what it is. Like, if you had a vision, if you say you had the opportunity and the funds to build your mother her dream house, it wouldn't give a fuck how heavy the cement, cement heavy.
How hard that
you got
shit
splinters in your hands from the wood. You wouldn't give a fuck about
screws,
none of that shit. Like, it'll be like
2x4s, whatever. You just be like, I'm doing it. It don't matter.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't have no complaints. So at the end of the day, I think that it's like that with everything. It's like if the vision is clear, the work is easy, no matter how much work it is. And I think, you know, even going into the conversation of quitting a job is like, as an entrepreneur, you working way more hours than you working a job.
Hell yeah. And getting paid. I mean, when you typically think about it, starting out as an entrepreneur, like you're going out on a whim. Like you don't know what you gonna make. Like some days you make fucking $800, and some days you make 80.
Nothing.
And like some days you make,
some days you spend more than you make.
You spend this because you gotta re-up on this, and you like, damn, I hope 8 more people come and spend $100 so like I can make that back. You don't know, and that's where they have us so tricked and so caught up in the system, because with these people that you're working for, majority the white man, they have like us so like just wrapped up, because it's like, okay, I know that if I work these many hours, I'm gonna get this much in 2 weeks. And then you just keep doing it over. And then you got
your monthly bill schedule. It works like that to the point where it's like it's hard to walk away from, because you just so like,
if I walk away from it, like what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
And in this
and then you don't know how to manage your own money to make it work. The system's so
fucked up. You can barely save. Like you can barely save. It's like these bills, this paycheck, 2 weeks. These bills, this paycheck, 2 weeks. So saving is just like, that's a white man's dream.
Money management is like super key. I just finished reading Richest Man in Babylon, and that pretty much what that book was about. And it was like, it simplified the shit to the point where it was just like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like
wow.
how are we not doing that? Like,
but I don't want to make this like the 9-to-5 versus entrepreneur debate, because I feel like if there was a 9-to-5 out there where I can do exactly what I want to do, the way I want to do it, I would be 9-to-5 crazy. Yeah. But it's either a situation where I'm not doing what I want to do, or I am doing what I want to do, but I can't do it my way because this nigga's in charge. Right. You know what I'm saying? And he want me to do it his way. Yeah. And that's kind of the issue.
And I mean, what that really does break down to is like wanting this 9-to-5 and wanting to do what you want the way you want to do it. That boils down to entrepreneurship. Yeah. And it's kind of the ownership side of it, because
I
you want to tell yourself what to do.
Yeah. And I could work for fucking, like, I'm a teacher right now, so I could work for CPS for 30 years, and I can't just give my son a job at CPS.
Exactly. There's there's no passing down anything. There's no like legacy. Like, there's no nothing. That's just like slave for 30 years.
You gotta apply like I applied, and they can say no.
Get a retirement party, and like like you're not gonna go in there and be like, my dad was like, and they're gonna be like, oh shit, you're hired. You're hired.
Like you might get a nod if you qualify, but like, if you're not, then it's over with.
It's like that's a lot to think about.
Versus like if I build something myself, I could just like train you up on it at whatever age. And pass it to you.
Yep. You know at any age. At any age.
Go ahead.
Because y'all touched on something. So My job, the industry I work in, is the complete opposite. It's a lot of nepotism. It's a lot of my brother-in-law, or my son's girlfriend, whatever. They don't really have to have prerequisites, but they know they got a leg up.
Yeah.
Even if they don't want, even if it's not their quote unquote dream job. So a lot of that, if this is your dream to sing, if it is your job to be an architect,
All right.
if the firm that you working at, if my son is a dope fiend, but I want to make sure that he's straight, 9 times out of 10, he gonna get that job over you, or he gonna get a position in the company, even though it's your passion. My question to y'all is, how much does support play a role in how dedicated you are to your dream? And by support, I mean like from your family, from your circle. Because a lot of times when you're going after your dream, 9 times out of 10, if you hit it, you going by yourself.
Right.
Because a lot of folks that's around you, they might think the dream is too big, or they might get insecure about it.
Right.
There's a lot of rappers out here, there's a lot of hoopers out here that done made it, and they ain't with the same girlfriend or the same boyfriend that they started with. So how important is support to y'all in regards to pushing your dream forward?
I would say support is huge. As a young person, you know what I'm saying? My second dream was boxing. Like, so I boxed for years, and you know, I had a lot of success early, but my people wasn't really into it, especially once I graduated high school, and I still wanted to do that. But it's like, you don't get paid until you make it. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, all right, nigga, you got these car insurance, you got this gas, you ain't finna keep up. Like, now you out of high school, you ain't finna access for this and that no more. Like, you got to figure this shit out. And I was like, well, shit, you know, I stopped doing that to go get a job. I'm working at McDonald's, and now when Floyd Mayweather become Money Mayweather, we realize how much money is in boxing. Now Pop's like, damn, why you quit boxing? Nigga, what? What the fuck you mean why I quit boxing? Like, you know what I'm saying? So support is huge, but now as an adult, it kind of don't matter, because the mind state for me now is kind of like, bro, ain't nobody coming. Like, ain't nobody coming to do shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? To motivate me, ain't nobody coming to fucking to help. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, some people might come to help, but it's not on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I got a manager for this whole situation, I even told bro, like, you know, it was shit that went on where he was like, oh, damn, my bad, I had to do this, I had to do that. I'm like, bro, I'm not waiting on you at all. Like, you feel me? Like, now, whenever you come around, do what you got to do. It ain't no hard feelings, but I'm saying, like, I'm going to keep pushing regardless, because my mind state is just like, bro, I'm either going to make it or I'm not. And if I don't, I can't sit back and point the finger at nobody. Like, it really don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I for sure think it depends on the person, but he definitely said something, like, super realistic. Like, needing that support is definitely more of a young mind set to have. It definitely pushes you. Like I said, I mentioned it, like, that pushed me a lot. But I can honestly look back and say, because it was something that I already believed in myself, like, I didn't need no convincing from nobody else. I just got blessed with the circle that I had that believed in me as well, and they really pushed me to do my best in regards to music. But I really think that I love it so much. So I don't really think I would have needed that. Like, when you're an adult, you can't worry about that shit. Like, it would be a blessing to have people around you that you know you're going to take with you, but, like, you really can't worry about that. Like, that shit slows you down. Like, I read a post all the time. It, like, literally circles Instagram, where it says, like, dependent on people that you know to get you rich will make you fail. Like, strangers are going to get you rich.
Facts.
And that's just it. So it's a good thing to have, but, like, you cannot depend on that at all, because people will surprise you.
Absolutely. Hey, question. So right now, your ultimate dream is still singing.
For
So
sure.
that's the next question. What's your ultimate dream right now?
For sure. Definitely still music. I just feel like it's just something, like, I can never get away from it. Like, months will go by and I'll be like, okay, you know what? Clearly I haven't fucking performed, or I haven't done this, or I haven't done that in months. And then somebody will call me up like, yo, write this hook, write this verse. And I'm like, oh shit, like, okay. I can't stay, or somebody come perform at my wedding and do that. And I'm like, well, I just cannot stay away from it. So that right there kind of let me know over the years that I haven't been doing it. That is definitely not something that I'm willing to put behind me.
Facts. How do you map it out?
So I basically, I I don't know. Like, I don't want to ever look at it and be like, oh, okay, if not by 35, then fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like musical talent is really one of the most intricate talents to have, whether it's an instrument or voice or writing or whatever, producing, engineering, everything. Like, it's really intricate. And I just feel like I can get on at any moment.
Right.
Like, I like to look at it as like, whether I'm singing or whether I wrote it. Like, it take one song.
Facts.
And that's just it. Like,
Yeah.
I might be fucking 40. And I might write a song for fucking somebody that, and that shit might blow up.
Rick Ross said, he got a quote where he say, he like, nigga, you could be losing for 10 years straight. It take one time.
One time.
Like, you just got to get that shit right. One time. And it's over with.
One time.
And it's crazy. My little frat brother, shout out to Dylan Conway. He just, he been doing the music thing consistently for about 3 years, and he just got his first placement, you know what I'm saying, on a track with 2 big artists.
Yeah, see?
The one huge artist and another artist. So, you know, shout out to that. But it was like, that was even motivating. Like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? It might happen in 3 years. It might happen in 13 years. But once it happened,
that's what consistency does, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's what consistency
with
does.
Anything, though.
With everything. Seriously,
right.
with everything. Like, some people do, like I say it all the time, some people really do get lucky. But, like, that was their time.
Facts.
Like, if I start some shit last week and next week I'm fucking wealthy from it, that's because that was my time. Whereas another person might start something this month and, like you said, 10 years.
Right.
Like, that was your time. You wouldn't have known what to do with. And I even look back sometimes, like, I started music really, really young.
Right.
I look back and, like, knowing the shit that I know about the industry, like, I might have fucking not made it or like been able to handle a lot of that shit at that age.
Yeah.
So now I'm looking like you gotta learn and like you grow and you evolve. Now, could nobody put me in no fucking shitty situation?
Right.
Like, could nobody get me to do some wild shit? Like, and who's to say back then that wouldn't appease me just because that was my dream and I wanted it that bad.
Right.
So
So for me, when I the way I map everything out, whether it be a dream or goal or something that's like even super specific, like how much money I want to make in a month, I like to reverse engineer everything. So it's like, for example, if my goal is to say like I'm gonna make $3,000 in a month, I'm gonna reverse engineer and say, okay, how much money do I need to make a week? How much money do I need to make a day? So if I need to make, you know, if the goal is to make $200 a day, $300, whatever it may be, to make that amount of money in a month, it's like, okay, I need to make $300 a day. How I'm gonna do that?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? What items do I have? Do I need to sell 20 items for $40, or do I need to sell, you know what I'm saying, 10 items for $70? Like, what do I need to do? And then what are those items gonna be? Like, so I got these hoodies, I got these t-shirts, I got these dream ring, I got this, I got that.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just reverse engineering it. So even with the podcast thing, it's a lot less. The podcast thing is still like the Wild West. Like, everybody's still figuring it out. Everybody's still figuring out the best ways to monetize. Everybody's still figuring out the best ways to run the company side of it. So I'm looking at it like, damn, okay. How about if the whole point is to be huge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, in the podcast space. But the way I'm looking at it right now is like, okay, we need to get monetized, right? So how do we get monetized? We need more views, more genuine listeners. How do we get more genuine listeners, right? So I'm thinking like, damn, like we could pay for digital marketing, right? So we already building an organic following. We got that.
Yep.
So it's like, now let's pay for digital marketing to get that going on. So if we got to pay $300 a week or whatever it is for an Instagram ad, which is not a lot of money,
right,
in an ad space, motherfuckers be paying thousands.
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, we don't want to come up with $300 as a businessman. Like, I'm not trying to take $300 out of my pocket.
Right.
How do I make the $300 to spend the $300? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, let's get some local ads. Let's go to some local people and say, hey, these are our numbers. You know what I'm saying? Give me $100. I shout out your company.
Yep.
Do a 60-second ad once a week. We'll get 3 companies. Now we got this $300 a week.
Exactly. And
now we can pay for the digital marketing, and the digital marketing happens. It grows. The numbers get bigger. You charge niggas more until you get to the top.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
people start calling you.
Huh?
I said people start calling you.
Exactly. So my whole thing with mapping out any dream, you know what I'm saying, just for anybody out there, is to like reverse engineer it. Look at the big goal first and break down the steps of how to get there. Because if you try to go from where you are to there,
it's
blurry than a bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all the steps just be super fucking blurry.
And then, like, you kind of overwhelm yourself.
Absolutely.
Because it's so many steps. And if you don't break that shit down, like, you will overwhelm yourself.
Absolutely.
Anxiety.
And then you will learn along the way. You will learn along the way. You will meet people that's on the same journey. You will meet people that's already done it, who willing to give you some game, or, you know, help you out and things like that too. So that's big. What keep you motivated on a daily basis?
I honestly, for myself, it's just the fact that I know that I know what I deserve, and I really know that I'm supposed to be like something major. Like, I just know that for sure. And it's not a cocky thing. It's just really a self-belief thing. Like, it's a faith thing. It's a self-inspiration thing. Like, it's just really one of those things where it's like, I will not feel any solitude being stagnant or settling for anything.
Facts.
So what keep me going is just like, I know that there's a place that I'm supposed to get to. And until I get there, like, I can't stop. Like, I can't stop. Like, no matter what it is, there'll be a whole bunch of days where I'm like, listen, this shit really not doing what I thought it was going to do. Like, nothing is working. Like, what's happening, what's going on. But, like, knowing that I know that there's a place for me where I'm supposed to be, like, I can't stop nothing. And I got a kid. Like, I got a child. So it's just like, I'm not going to settle or let my kids see me settling. I'm huge on, like, my kid never seeing me unhappy. So it's just like, I'm like, happiness is me, like, shooting for the stars constantly.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. It's crazy. I think for me, like, I look at everything as like a positive thing, you know, or I look at everything as something that should motivate me.
Optimism.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I get a lot of money, I'm motivated to get some more money. If I don't got no money, I'm motivated to get some more money.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
If my bitch treating me great, I'm gonna do even more.
Because I'm motivated for her to treat me better.
If the bitch treating me bad, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna go crazy, give me a new bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever the case is,
you
like,
gotta level up.
everything is like motivating to me. And I'm a big Kanye fan. Like, I think that's obvious to people who watch the show.
True.
But like, I really be, and the reason I am a big Kanye fan is because I feel like when he got on the rap scene, niggas ain't have to be like tough no more. Niggas could just be themselves. But before him, it was just like, even the R&B niggas was tough. Like, nigga Ja Rule was tough. R. Kelly had braids at the time. Motherfucking Jaheim and
Kelly
Life Jennings, everybody was kind of like, I'm singing, but I'm tough. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
all the rappers was tough. 50 just made the shit 100 times more crazy. You feel me? So when Kanye came,
really
it was just like, nah, you could just like get fresh and get bitches. Like, cool.
Yeah,
you know
rap about what you really feel,
you know
and the shit that you're out here really experiencing.
Yeah, so like that shit made me like, I bet I could just be Terry for real. Like, I don't have to act this way or no type of shit. And like, it made me re-listen to his lyrics and shit. And he got this bar on Touch the Sky where he like, back when before anybody wanted K West beats, me and my girl spent her birthday at KFC. I was having nervous breakdowns. Like, damn, these niggas is much better than me. And I feel like that all the time when I watch podcasts. Like, damn, like, these niggas not better than me at this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it'd be crazy because it's a few niggas in the space that I do really respect how they control. It's skillful. Like, Joe Budden is skillful.
Yeah,
he knows when to elevate his voice when the shit is dry. And niggas be like, he just doing too much woo. And it's like, nah, niggas just like, real laid back today. You know what I'm saying? Like, even in controlling the conversation, he'll bring up like, how y'all feel about Meek Mill album? And a nigga be like, this was Meek 4-4. He like, no, we ain't there yet. Let's talk about this part. You know what I'm saying? He know how to build a conversation.
Gradually get into.
And it's hard to do because you can't control what's coming out the next nigga mouth. But he finds a way to dictate how this conversation is gonna build. So it's just like him, Charlemagne in a sense. I think he kind of declining now, but it's niggas in the space that I just be like, okay, them niggas is nice, and then everybody else is just like, nah, nah.
And that's so crazy because like that's how I felt so many times with music, like just watching, growing up with certain people, and then like music come along and they start doing music, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I sing way better than like what the fuck? But that's when it just comes down to the point where it's just like, if that's what's meant for you and you want to get there, like, you'll get there.
Yeah, and it make you look in the mirror like, okay, if this nigga in this position and I'm better than him at what he's doing,
what am
I really better than this nigga?
Because what am I not doing?
What am I not doing?
Because
you know what I'm saying?
even like there's so much shit that comes with everything. So you might do that one thing better.
Yeah.
But obviously it's something else that they're doing that was more important than that thing that got them on.
Facts.
Because, I mean, we all know, like, it's not all about talent anymore.
Yeah.
Like, the way that it used to be.
Everybody's talented, though. It can't be about talent.
To sing. You had to be able to dance. You had to be. Now, if y'all ask a hold a note and we could throw some auto-tune on here and you pretty you look good, then
if you could go viral.
Get your ass up there. Viral, this whole viral thing nowadays, like, it's really fucked up. Like, Adele was actually just talking about that.
Yeah.
And she was like, if you have to, like, if your plan to plateau or make it somewhere is revolving around going viral, you need to rethink that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you need to rethink that shit. Because if it's only about that, is this really good fucking anything? Like,
Facts.
What's good about this? Needing to go viral for anything to get the attention, like, it's just like, yo, what is this about?
Yeah, and
really?
I think Currency said it a while ago. Currency is a rapper, if anybody don't know. But, because he's not that big, so I feel like it's niggas who probably don't know who the fuck Currency is.
True.
But Currency, I fuck with Currency. But he was like, it's a lot of niggas going viral that can't rap. And it's like niggas is ascending very quickly, but they can't maintain. No. Because it takes talent to maintain.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
A lot of people talk about the rap game has like violence and this and that, niggas going viral. But when you look at the niggas at the top, when you look at the Cole, Kendrick Lamar, and Drake, it's like they not talking about no bullshit and they actually talented.
Yeah,
and
actual talent.
Those are the people that's lasting for 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
And one-hit wonders.
Yeah, it fizzle out. And it's like, I think he was referring to 6ix9ine when he said it. He didn't say 6ix9ine name, but he was like, basically, you rapping, but you famous because you got on camera and did a triple backflip, right? Yeah. So you did some shit that got the oohs and ahs. But when that nigga come around the corner with that quadruple backflip in that summer, it's a rap for your ass.
Yeah.
Like,
and I mean, like,
it's over with.
You do all this, like, you do all this stuff, like, to draw attention to yourself. Like, you have rainbow hair, like, you wear wigs,
exactly.
Like, you need all this jewelry, like,
And then here come Lil Nas X with another. You feel me? Like, now he got the gimmick. His gimmick shitting on your gimmick.
You know that's somebody that's actually talented.
Yeah,
so
and
it's like now
he's
checking all the boxes. You only checked a few, and it really only had shit to do with like these young kids that are really willing to listen to anything.
I think a really good example of that as well is like Puff.
Right.
So like next year is gonna be the 25th anniversary of No Way Out, and when you look at it, Puff is not necessarily what you would call a musician. Like, he don't play instrument. He know how to produce. Like, he's a genius when it comes to producing. But he really only got one classic album. Can you name the second album after that or the follow-up album after that?
Nah.
Can you name the third one?
All I know is the one with the two singers on that, Last Train to Paris.
Like in the 2000s.
Yeah.
No Way Out was 96.
Exactly. Like, huge gap. Yeah.
So it's one of them things where you can be great at one thing because talent ain't necessarily raw talent. Like, Cam can sing.
Right.
That's a raw talent. You don't necessarily have to have raw singing ability to be considered a recording artist in 2021. You know what I'm saying?
You can learn.
A podcaster is a recording artist if you really think about it.
Yes,
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of bullshit podcasters.
Right.
But like you said, like a Joe, like a you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a skill. With that being said, what I did want to ask y'all in regards to like your dream, has y'all dreams ever scared y'all?
For sure.
In a sense, like,
in which way? God, my shit scared me in a few different ways.
so like for Cam, she's been transparent on the show before and said like for a brief period of time she stopped singing, stopped recording for one reason or another. You know what I'm saying? It could have been, is the dream too big? Is it too lofty? Is it because I can't see the end result? Like, what kind of singer do you want to be? Do you want to be the biggest singer in the world? Do you want to be a singer in that space? Do you want to be a singer because you know what I'm saying, for your peoples, for your family, or is it just something that brings you joy? Or like, it could be a multitude of different things, but it could be so big or it could be so intimidating. Like, you might drop off of it for a second, or you might drop off of it completely. So that was my question to you and to Cam is like, have your dreams ever scared y'all, and if so, in what way?
Okay. For me, two ways. For one, I look at shit like TikTok. Like I just got into TikTok, right? And I just post shit on there. And a couple things I posted on there went viral. And you see the comments. And then some shit on Instagram, you see the comments. And it's like some of the shit that people say, it be like, damn, how big do I really want to be? Because I don't really want to deal with this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then even like, I be looking at niggas. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. Like, I be looking at niggas situations with the like the shit that men get into. Like Antonio Brown has had hella sexual assault cases and shit that he's beat, but it be like petty shit. You know what I'm saying? And even just niggas that I know that I've been around, it's just like, you know, I would hate to get to a certain level and somebody out of nowhere be like, oh well, you know, just trying to come with some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of it seems like this shit happen to black men at least a couple. Now you got niggas who really be on some weird other shit, but it seems like at least once a year you get an athlete who this shit blow up in the press and then it go away. But then when you look at it, it be like, oh well, it came out that this bitch was lying. Or like she just wanted to check. Or she went straight to civil court. She never actually tried to, you know what I'm saying, press these types of stuff.
You the nigga that put your hands.
Yeah.
So, nigga that did this, that.
I just see some niggas go through shit that be like, do I really want to be like in any type of spotlight? Because that shit is scary. You know what I'm saying? All that shit is scary. That's one thing. Another thing is imposter syndrome. So I was talking to my therapist about this shit. And she was like, it seems like you had this mountain in front of you and you climb it with ease, right? You're climbing this mountain and it's easy. And before you even get to the top, it may be hard, it may not be hard, but you having success. And people see you having success. You see another mountain that's taller. And you say, fuck this mountain, I'm going to climb that one. And you keep doing it over and over again. And it's because, you know, like you think that it might be because, oh, this shit's so easy that I could come back to this whenever and I see something better. But I couldn't see this bigger mountain. I couldn't see that one from the ground. I just saw this one in front of me. But now that I'm up so high, I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. So I'm jumping, doing this, that. And she was like, in your mind, you think that it's cool because you feel like you could come back to this shit anytime because it was so easy. But in reality, you know that the higher you climb, the more people can see you and the more people can see you fail if you do fail. And that's why you're not finishing with nothing that you do. And it was just like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, that shit could be true because I've done so much between the age of 17 and now, and I've been successful with all of these things. It's never was I stopped doing something because it wasn't working. It was just because I thought I was bored with it or because I wanted to do something different. And if people would just ask me about these different things, like, why you don't do this no more? Why you don't do that no more? And it's just like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I think it gets scary in that way too.
As far as me, with music, it's definitely been a few situations where like it was definitely scary. Like it was looking me dead in my face. And I was just like, yo, like if I really get like and I become like one of them people that I see or a couple of the people that I admire, or then it's just like you kind of sit with yourself and you be like, damn, like, are you really ready for that? So kind of like what he was saying, but like more so in the aspect of like everything that comes with that. Like I'm a super family person. So you're going to have, you know, those people that you was always able to depend on, like they're going to eventually be dependent on you. It's just so much that comes with fame. And when I was younger, that seemed so cool to me. Like being famous, like was just like, oh my God, like that shit raw. Like to go somewhere and everybody know who you are, like that shit raw. Getting older, after like 23, let's just say 24, like 25, I was just like, no, hell no. Like fame is the last thing I want. Like I do not want to be famous. I don't want to go nowhere and everybody be like, oh my God, that's Cam. Like my views and my perspective of everything just changed. So when I started doing it again, when I got older, it was just like, damn, I'm kind of scared to be famous. Like, I don't really think that fits me anymore. Like who I've become. Like I said, when I was younger, that was like the coolest shit ever. Like you see people like literally, oh my God, like spaced out over these famous people. Like you see it every day on Twitter, like certain people's fan clubs, like whatever you want to call them, they're goddamn, they are obsessed.
Yeah.
Like to a certain degree where you really be like, is you cool? Like, and I don't want nobody like that over me. Like, I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, you come to this concert and you like, it's just like, that was just too much. And then I had another situation where it kind of scared me off more. And that's probably why it's been such a elongated time where I haven't really done it. But like, people will fuck you over. Like, will look you dead in your face, smile, shaking your hand, making you think they want the best for you, and will be fucking you. Like, literally. And I literally was in a situation like that, and it just got so sticky till it was just like, yo. And it led to, like, me just parting ways because, like, I was scared to not have creative direction. Like, I was just scared that they was trying to mold me into something that I wasn't, something that maybe they saw was best. But, like, I can't be my best self if I don't feel like myself. So I was just like, fuck this shit. Like, I don't need to deal with y'all. Like, I don't got to deal with none of this. And they was trying to, like, force me to work with a certain person. But me and the person clearly wasn't getting along. It was just too much. So I've definitely been scared of the whole process. But like I said, if I do this shit again, I'm just so much smarter. Like.
So now with knowing that, like, what do you feel is a balance for you? Like, being like a artist and then the fame, like, where is the balance because you don't want to be famous?
Like I feel like I would probably have to have boundaries in regards to, like, if I was going to be the artist, I would just have to have boundaries. And a lot of people say they gonna start with boundaries and then that shit hit them, and like the more money you can make, the more they start doing whatever people offer them. And I just feel like I wouldn't be one of them people. Like, I would literally be one of them artists that would be like, no, I ain't doing that. Like, that's too much.
Can you name somebody with a level of fame that you would be comfortable with? Like, if I was famous like him, that would be cool. If I was famous like her. But I don't want to be like Beyonce. I can't walk to the stove type shit. Like, or even like a Summer Walker. It's like,
hell no. I feel like even Summer Walker, like, she maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But now, hell no. Like, and then it's like, damn. And that's crazy. And that's good that you bought somebody up that literally has social anxiety.
Yeah.
So it's like, I can only imagine for her the elevation that she's come to when she really just wanted to sing. I know she like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? And I just don't want to get to that point where I'm like, yo, what the fuck? But it's like, you got to have them boundaries because it's hard not to. Because, like, you break out, people fucking with you, it gets bigger.
Right.
Like, sometimes overnight.
Yeah.
And you just be like, yo, I don't fucking really know what to do. So I don't really, and then my other option, like, I would just write. Yeah. I would just write, like, put my name on the bottom. When you scroll down all the way down on the lyrics on Apple Music, just, Yeah. But do the fangirling from over there. Like,
I think I would want to be like a fucking, like a Pusha T type of
kind of
famous.
like we know
everybody
who
know
you
Pusha T is. Well, Pusha T walking Target, ain't nobody running.
Yeah, facts.
Motherfuckers ain't finna flip over because Pusha T walked in this bitch. It's gonna be like, damn, they go Pusha T. The motherfucker might take a picture with him and keep it moving though. Like, you feel me? Or like a Pusha T, a Currency, somebody on that level.
Yeah, like you do, like a Larry June, like you.
The Dream.
You getting your bread for sure. Like, the Dream can't go anywhere.
So you
don't think so?
So you want to be
the Dream can't walk anywhere. Like, well, I see the Dream, I'm finna be bored.
No, okay.
Hello.
You want to be famous enough the way you famous, but you can still walk around without security.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like a cool nigga, essentially.
Yeah.
But with like I don't know, like even like Chance to a certain degree, like Chance. Big.
I think Chance because he don't wear jewelry and he the type. I don't know because I done seen Chance in the clubs where it was regular.
Yeah, but I mean, look at Chance's look at his target audience. Like, it's no longer us.
He just chill.
His target audience really isn't.
But I feel like Chance is famous enough to where it could be different. It's just not because of him.
Yeah, because it's him. How he carries himself.
Because I think like Chance ain't no more famous. Big Sean ain't no more famous than Chance, and I feel like Big Sean couldn't go nowhere.
No,
without motherfuckers going crazy.
And it's all about the era too.
Big Sean just got a big aura. Like,
he got a big aura.
He got his aura kind of big. All right, nah.
Yeah, no, for
What I
real,
used
she's
to-
not lying though.
what I
Like
used
I
to do-
wouldn't like I'm not attracted to Chance, but like I see Big Sean, I'm be like, damn, hold on.
You
What
don't
I
realize
used
y'all
to-
the
what I
same
used to
height.
do-
Like-
me-
Oh, you
me and
like
a
short
couple-
niggas.
Me and a couple of my guys, what we used to do is like have conversations about like bitches that was famous,
Right.
that we could pull. So they was like famous, but not too famous to where we like couldn't reach them. Like,
Right.
like one of the perfect examples was like when Insecure first came out, and the chick that was in Best Buy. I don't know if y'all even keep up with Insecure.
Are you talking about the bank girl?
Yeah, the bank
Tasha?
girl. The bank girl. I'm like,
Right.
she the type. She'll probably be at day parties, and you could probably like,
Snagger.
snap.
Yeah.
Like you could
Bro,
back her.
I really think I could hit any bitch.
No.
Like, I believe that, though.
Beyonce?
I believe I can hit any bitch, though. Like, if I got it. Like, no.
Beyonce, sweetie.
Look, listen. I'm not
so
saying
sorry.
I
that.
ain't saying you can't.
I'm not saying that I could walk in a room and bag Beyonce.
That's the hard part.
I'm saying that if for whatever reason me and Beyonce was sitting next to each other for 30 minutes in the airport, I could fuck this bitch.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
you
He
know what
said
I'm saying?
30-minute
Like,
conversation.
I feel like if I can have a
snag
conversation
Beyonce.
with a
Teaching her
bitch.
daughter something.
But I was 19. When I was 19, I hit a bitch that just came off VH1. And it was like the bitch had money. Like she was iced out. We in Vegas. She got the long ass train. We all knew exactly who she was when we saw her because she was on VH1 at the time. I think she was on Flavor of Love or Charm School or all of them.
Oh
or some
shit.
shit.
Okay.
And
She
we
was
like,
trying to find
damn.
her, nigga.
She was out there by herself. All the guys was like hype. She I left my wallet upstairs, so I came out last. When I came out, I saw her, didn't pay her no attention, which made her pay me a little attention. And we was like, oh, y'all trying to go to the strip club? We trying to go to the strip club. Let's all hop in the same, like, whatever, like taxi. But I think they had a limo. So they're like, just come with us in the limo. And we chill. And I was nailing that bitch the whole weekend. And then I found out she was from Chicago. When we got back to the city, I was nailing it. She was like 35. You know what I'm saying? Like, she knew I was
Damn.
19. She was coming. She tried to come to Carbondale to see me. So at that
I mean,
point,
I know
I was
she has
just
to be a
like,
little older to be on goddamn.
at that point, I felt like I could hit any bitch in the world because I just nailed this bitch in Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
Woo, shit.
Put it into perspective too, though. Like,
She was just
What type
trying
of-
to have some fun.
She was engaged
what type of woman
to.
was she, though? Like,
She was engaged to one of Jordan's nephews. Like she was rich as fuck. Like
Oh,
they like she was straight.
So she was
She
rich.
just wanted a young nigga who was gone.
What did she do?
She was engaged to Michael Jordan's nephew.
So that's why she was rich.
I know, like,
Damn,
I
okay.
mean, and she did a couple VH1 shows.
Okay.
She did 3. She was on Love and Hip Hop New York.
Okay.
That was after I
she
knew it
gave
though.
you your confidence.
I'm trying to figure out.
Like,
Like, I'm trying
I had
to.
confidence before that.
Love and Hip Hop
What I'm
New
saying
York.
is, when that happened when I was 19, I just felt like if I could have a conversation
This
with
is
a
like
chick,
the first
I can
season.
hit anybody. But that might not be realistic, but that's how I feel.
You should feel that way though. It's good to have confidence.
So the
You should be
gravity,
confident.
the gravity
Yeah.
of the situation. So did you know she was on VH1? You said you ain't know who she was, right?
No. When we saw her, we knew who she was. And then, even though it took me a minute to really realize where we knew her from.
Yeah.
I knew she was rich because what she had on. Like, she was just bad as fuck though. Like, she
You
was
did
like,
say the bitch had a train and
she
y'all was
was
on the strip.
like,
and
she was bad. I'm like, this bitch
Hold my
somebody.
train.
And then we kind of realized, oh, that's Shorty from the TV shows and shit. And then, like, you know, we talked about it or whatever. But and she was trying to play me super hard too. She was calling me Frank Ocean and all type of shit like that. It was kind of. This was when Frank Ocean just said he was gay and shit.
Ooh.
She's like, you like Frank Ocean? I'm like, bitch, watch out. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like she was really trying to throw me off. And when she felt like it didn't work, I feel like she was trying to play me, and she was like, all right, that's not working. Like, this nigga, you feel me? And
I'm gonna have
it was
to
cool.
go ahead and just be straightforward.
Just go ahead and fold, baby.
Wait,
But
so
they gave me a lot of confidence though at
back
that
to
age.
the comments, like, I forgot what you was talking about. I think you said TikTok. Yeah, when you was saying like they whatever type of comments that they make or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I do YouTube, so like I noticed like once you get bigger and bigger with YouTube, like you get more traffic or whatever, and you get like crazy comments. I think you kind of like get used to it though. At a certain point, you be like, of course it's gonna bother you, but you kind of just be like, all right, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, like, I try not to read comments, but then it's like it be people showing love too, so you kind of want to respond like a motherfucker comment, but
Yeah.
sometimes motherfuckers be going crazy, and for me,
Yeah.
it don't be the little slick, just flat out disrespectful, this
It
goof
be
ass
the
nigga.
in depth ass.
It be
like,
the
what
thin
is
pieces.
wrong with
Like,
you
hold
today?
on.
Like, are
This
you
bitch might be right.
Damn.
It be the shit that kind of makes sense though. Like somebody that's like halfway smart come on there and say some shit, be like, damn.
All right, delete this comment, nigga. Look,
That's how you feel about me?
delete this,
Like,
goddamn it.
Just like y'all have a job, you got people that sit at home and do that shit for fun.
Exactly. That don't
Yeah.
have a job or
Facts.
that don't, you know what I'm saying? Like when I went on 106 in Park, like, that was the first time that I really like spread my Twitter or like said on TV, like, yo, you can follow me. I never forget my fucking Twitter name was Keep It Cam. I'm like, yo, you can follow me on Keep It Cam on Twitter, blah, 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 blah. Boy, so I'm like, this is live. So I'm in New York. So I get off and I'm, it's time to settle down, whatever, go get changed for dinner, blase, blase. And I'm like, okay, I'm finna go on my Twitter. I have hundreds of tweets. A lot of them showing love. A vast majority of them, women talking shit. Damn. Like it was just like, if I didn't have like the confidence that I had, because I just feel like I'm one of them people, like, honestly, like, nobody can say shit about me. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, right. I just don't give a fuck. Like, Terry like to call me a narcissist. But, like, to a certain extent, like, I'm just so, like...
that's not why I call you a narcissist.
No, that's not why. Shut up. But to a certain extent, like, I'm just so fond of myself. Yeah. And, like, you don't get here by listening to what the fuck other people got to say. And that was just a moment in my life that I was so grateful for, too. That nobody could have said. Like, they was talking about, like, my hair. And, like, shit that was, like... I don't give a fuck. Like, I had to flat iron this shit myself. Bitches, I'm on 106 in Park. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, y'all talking about some shit that's like, if I was on that level to have a hairstylist and a makeup artist and all that shit. Bro, I am on 106 in Park. Millions of people just heard this song. Like, my song made number 4. Millions of people just heard this song. Like,
that's crazy.
Do you said what?
I need to see that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
It's on YouTube, right?
Definitely, it's definitely on YouTube. Yeah.
Keep it Cam, nigga.
Yeah. And it was just like, so that was one of the things that I guess kind of molded me. Like, if there was nothing else that I would be prepared for, it would be that.
Facts.
So it'd be like, fuck y'all. Like, y'all at home, you're talking about my hair. I just know you over there looking crusty, dusty, and ain't brushed your teeth today, and you just sitting here, like, playing Twitter. Like, that shit is just like, all right, bro.
I feel like I saw you, but I need to see the link to see it.
Probably. Probably. Not much looks different about me. Did I have braces? I might have had braces. I might have. I don't know.
You said, was you taller than Bow Wow?
Yeah, so the funny thing is, like, Bow Wow, they weren't notified of who I was prior to them calling me out. Yeah. So he actually, like, was like, Killer Cam, like, Cameron. And then I walked out. And he was like, oh, shit, I'm so sorry. Like, oh, my God, I'm sorry, y'all. This is the woman Cam. And I'm just like, yeah, nigga, you little as hell. Like, just how I imagine.
Damn.
And I had on some 4-inch heels.
So he had everybody thinking Dipset was finna walk out.
So I'm
that
like, these motherfuckers
though.
think that fucking Killer Cam out here. Like, but these people don't know nothing either. Like, the audience is just some people that they throw in the audience.
Right.
So, they didn't know either. They just like, what the fuck, Killer Cam? Like, what? So then when I walk out, motherfuckers like, okay, like, this, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's cute. Like, she thick as hell. Like, this might be a little bit better. I don't know. We're going to find out. But I'm looking at him like, gee, like, they didn't tell you anything. Like, they didn't tell you nothing about, like, this is a girl. Her name's Cam. It's a woman. But yeah, I had on like some 4-inch heels, and I was literally looking at him like.
Facts. Yeah. Hey, Black Friday coming up. We got the Forever Black Friday sale. And it already started. So it's live right now. And it's going to end on Saturday. Shit, I don't know. But
I am his co-host, and he does not notify me of anything. I've been trying to get my jogging suit, y'all. I done seen people out with it on.
Oh, my bad.
I still ain't got my shit.
My bad. I was saving it for the photo shoot. But yeah, the Forever sale is up. So we got $20. All the t-shirts on the website is $20. All the sex toys on the website is $20. That's probably the most valuable deal because we got like sex toys that's like $130. That's like $20 on the website. But what else? Hoodies. The hoodies are $40. The jogging suits are $100 right now. So y'all need to go check that out, man. Check it out. Order that shit till this over with, and then Hopefully we'll be sold. We probably be sold out before Friday, but y'all need to go check that out. Oh, the Dream Rings 3 for the dub too.
He should
Check
be
those
sold out
out.
before Friday. Let's speak that into existence.
Facts. So, what would be your advice for anybody right now that's trying to like chase a dream? Like,
keep going. Like, I've learned with a lot of things that I've put my mind and money into, like in regards to supporting myself and just trying to get something myself off the ground. Like, just keep fucking going. Like, consistency is key.
absolutely.
When I started Killer Cocktails, like, it was literally because like the pandemic I had, and like I needed some fucking money. And obviously I wasn't going to be singing at events because there wasn't no events happening. So I'm like, shit, what else am I good at? And like, fucking mixology. Like, I'm great at curation. I'm good at creating things. I'm good at, getting people drunk, like getting people lit, like making shit pretty. I'm good at all that shit. So I was just like, you know what? Make liquor. Like, just make liquor and sell that shit. These motherfuckers is in the crib. People are in the house, not doing nothing. And you got the people that's in the house and they is doing shit that they not supposed to do, because that was when we was not supposed to even be having people over. But people were still doing what they wanted to do. And like, I could have never expected. Like, I actually just made a year 2 weeks ago. And I could have never, like, expected that shit to go crazy like that. And not just go crazy, but for me to be able to be consistent with it. Like, for people to always need me, in a sense. So, yeah, if you got something that you want to do and you love that shit, vision is love. Like, if you can vision that shit, that's something that you love. It'll never feel like work. So just keep doing it, and something gonna pop.
Facts. I feel like my advice for anybody trying to chase a goal right now is to look at the evidence and always like keep the evidence in mind that you can be successful. Because I'm pretty sure whatever you're, if you're serious about what you're doing, whatever you're looking out to do is something that you feel like you're good at. It's a reason why you feel like you're good at it.
Yep.
So something good happened along the way where you feel like, damn, I could do this. You know what I'm saying? So when all the chips is down, you gotta like remind yourself of the evidence. Like, damn, it could have been that one day where you sold this much of this product, or it could have been that one day where, you got this reaction from singing or from dancing, whatever it is. And, you know what I'm saying, you got to hone in on how that day went, what made you have the original love for this thing that you're trying to do. And just keep reminding yourself of that, you know what I'm saying, and keep moving forward. Like, nah, it's real evidence of me doing this shit on a high level. Like, I could do this shit. I've done it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that, and also just clearly mapping out what you want to do, and not getting lost in it. Having that daily plan, having that big goal, breaking that shit down into months, breaking that shit down into days, breaking that shit down into tasks. You know what I'm saying? And just getting your system flowing.
Yep.
How do y'all budget as entrepreneurs? That shit is like crazy.
I think with me, my business, a large percentage of my budgeting is inventory. So it's like liquor is expensive.
Yeah.
So stocking up, I tend to like try to map out for a month. So like in the beginning of the month, I try to get enough liquor for the month.
Right.
Sometimes there's no way to fucking tell, like if I'm gonna need more liquor or if I'm not gonna use all that liquor. But that's how I do it because I'm buying the same thing. So it's normally the same price.
Yeah.
And shit, if I run out of something before that month, like that's just a drink that I can't offer right now.
Yeah. Because
if you get too mixy, like with your budgeting, like, okay, fuck yeah, I'm gonna go. I know I ran out of this Douce. I'm gonna go buy 3 more Douces, and like that, maybe that's fucking $180. Like, you know what I'm saying? You taking away from next month. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it really like makes sense. It be sounding good to me, but like that mapping out that he's speaking of. So that's really how I budget. Like if I run out of something, I can't just be like, okay, I gotta go get it, because that one person wanting that.
Yeah,
it's not adding up to that $60 bottle or that $70 bottle. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's just how I do it. And then, shit, like you said, like telling myself how much I need to make.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten around to it yet, but I've heard that like when you open up like a business account, something with like credit, you could do something with that. So
yeah.
Yeah. For me, like budgeting is hard for me. But But I think the thing that's making it easier is like I opened up hella bank accounts. Like I got like 7 bank accounts. And then I got bank accounts that have income coming in, whether it be I got the clothing line bank account, I got the print bank account, I got my original bank account for my job, and I got another bank for some other shit. I don't know, but then I also have a savings account, and then I got this extra checking account I got. So what I do is when the income come in those accounts for different shit, at the end of the week, I look at each account and I take 10% of each account and put it in the savings, and then I take, depending on how shit going, I might take like 30% of the rest of the accounts and put it in this checkings account. And this money is money to spend. You feel me? Like all this shit getting spent in this one account, but it's only 30% of everything that was made in the week. And then so now I'm left with 60% of all my money, and then I figure out like, okay, do I need to buy inventory? Do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? And typically it's more money than what's needed, and those accounts just end up building. You know what I'm saying? But that's cool too. And at some point I might say, all right, fuck it, let me go take this surplus and invest it in whatever stock they saying is the wave right now, or whatever crypto is the wave, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, when I started my business, it took a lot of discipline. Just because like I couldn't be like the person I was anymore, like in regards to like just seeing some shit and wanting it and you get it. Because it's just like, I know I can do that. When you start a business, like you be like, damn, you see something for $500 and you be like, oh,
yeah.
You be like, I really, but then you think about like, damn, but $500, like that's a month's worth of this. That's a month's worth of that. So I started like rewarding myself more so. Like if I have this kind of month, then I deserve that $500 item. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm not like focused on my shit and like I don't deserve it just because I start with.
Facts.
So that's another thing. Like budgeting is like, it takes a lot of discipline.
Yeah, that shit real.
It takes a lot of discipline.
I think budgets are also contingent on your time too, because when you think about like when you make a bulk order for a client, how much time is it gonna take to make that order versus if you making a 4-pack or a 6-pack? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Not only that, it's like, all right, am I going out to buy a case of Douce or one bottle? Because that's ultimately gonna eat into your opportunity cost. Like if I do this right now,
and that's another that's really huge that you said that. Like with my business, like if you know what I buy for the month in inventory, like that's for orders like that.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? If I get a huge ass order, I have to take their deposit and go spend their deposit
for sure
on items for their specific order. Right. So that helps with budgeting as well, because it's not cutting into what I've already counted from this inventory over here.
I think one of the biggest things to that point, is setting a price that's cool for you, but also setting a price that the market for whatever industry you in, for whatever product you got in terms of being an entrepreneur, where the market is going to be cool with catching up with it.
Yeah.
So Terry, you know what I'm saying, do the clothing. He's doing a Black Friday sale right now, and it's important for y'all to take advantage of it.
Yep.
Because at the top of the year, when he roll out some new shit and he charge, it ain't Black Friday sale or it ain't Black Friday prices no more. You feel me? Fat Joe say it best. You feel me? So yesterday's price ain't today's price.
Exactly.
But the market going to adjust to it because the brand is lit, clothing line is lit, and now I'm buying whatever I need for supplies for my rollout, but because the profit or because the price is set at a certain level, my budget is different now.
Yep.
Because I can charge more. It's still fair for whoever's going to fuck with me in terms of buying the clothes.
Yeah, for sure.
But now, if I buy a bulk order of tees in 2021, it's still going to cost the same price, but now I'm still getting a better bang for my buck because the money that I'm making now is not eating into my budget like it was last year.
Yep.
Right.
So it's setting a price that the market is going to adjust to, but it's not going to outprice you from your original client base.
Absolutely. And the last thing I want to discuss before we start to wrap up is like, if you, for the people out here who do want to transition from a job that they don't like to be an entrepreneur, what's the right time to make that transition?
When you make it.
It's never a right time.
It's never.
I quit a job that I had in April, and I went full-fledged entrepreneur, doing everything that I do, from photography, makeup, just esthetician work in general, and it's never the right time.
You gotta
like,
make it the right
highs
time.
and lows. It's always like up and down.
Yeah.
Like she said earlier, it's literally one day you may make $500, the next day you may make fucking 80, the next day you may make 0. Like, it's literally that. So it's up to you. You gotta have that mindset to be like, look, I gotta work for me. Like, I gotta do this for me.
Yeah, because
or you won't never do it.
Because like she said, it's never a right time. Like, I feel like you have to make it the right time. Like, if that's truly what you want to do, you got to make it the right time. Otherwise, you just gonna have regrets, because on them days that you ain't make shit, you gonna instantly want to go back to that job.
Yeah.
Like, so you got to make it the right time for you.
Facts.
Because at the end of the day, you believe in yourself enough. Like I said, you accept the highs just like you accept the lows.
And believing in yourself is key, because you will have people
Get close to the
like,
mic.
man, they'll try to encourage you to, like, you probably do need to go back to that job, and you like,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
like,
Yeah.
nah, I know what
And
I'm
then them
trying
people
do.
love to tell you, like, well, at least you know that you're gonna make that, or at least you know you're gonna get that check,
But
or at
that's
least
a-
you know.
You can't listen to somebody who don't got the same mind state as you.
Nope.
Or
Nope,
who ain't
you
chasing
can't.
what you chasing.
You can't.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm with y'all to an extent that it's never a right time, because that's how I've been feeling for a while. But I do think that if you can pay all your debt off, not student loan debt, but whatever other debt you got, if you got
Please
some,
repeat that shit, because they can
Cause you
Man.
get
charge that
so
shit to the
long
goddamn.
yeah, not the student loan debt. Fuck all that.
Baby, listen,
But,
Sally Mae.
If you got some credit card debt, if you got this or that, especially credit card debt, because you're gonna need that.
Yes.
That credit card. You
Yes.
don't need that. You don't need that shit to be open.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So if you could pay your debt off first and get yourself disciplined, I think if you got the discipline, you're gonna make it happen regardless.
Yep.
But if you can't get up every morning, you know what I'm saying, and get to your job on time, you might not get your job on time today because you hate your job. But if you can't have enough discipline to get up every morning and do what you need to do already, if you can't have the financial discipline to do what you need to do with your money when you get it, then that shit is not the time.
Yeah,
you're gonna
that's
smoke
real.
yourself.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
I feel
real.
like once you get your discipline in order, doing something you like, doing something you don't like, you definitely gonna have
Yeah,
discipline when you're doing something
valid.
you like. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the time, because it's always gonna look scary. So and that's why I agree with y'all on the sense that it's never the right time, because you're never gonna not be scared.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could have 50 bands put up and be like, man,
I don't
Like, you know
want
what
to
I'm saying?
spend
Like-
this 10K, because what
like,
if?
yeah, what if shit get bad? I run through the whole 50. Then what? Like,
Facts.
but at the end of the day,
Facts.
and a lot of professions that we have, like, you got to understand, you can go back if shit get bad. So take that
Yeah.
risk. Fuck
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying? Your ceiling is high and
Yeah.
shit. Really, your floor is kind of high. You know what I'm saying? You already in a career field where there's going to be an opportunity out there for you somewhere if all goes bad. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be looking at that, because the first day shit go bad, you're going to be trying to get back in there. But
yeah. And I definitely think too, like, if you are at a job that you hate, don't like, whatever, but you see a vision for yourself, for as long as you can, utilize that job.
yeah.
Use them like they use your ass, and use them to get you to that place you need to be for you to one day wake up and be like,
Yeah.
fuck this shit.
Facts. I was just talking to John Griffin on fight night the other night. We was out at his crib. He the owner of AGB Security, which is the biggest black security firm in the country, and one of the biggest in the city as well. They do like everything from Amazon to Walmart, every CHA, all the projects, all that shit. And you know, this is $1 million company, like rich as hell. He was like, basically, he worked as a detective and for the Secret Service, like doing 2 jobs for 14 years while he was building his business. You know what I'm saying? And that shit just gave me a lot of reassurance too, because it's just like 14 years. Like, when you look at the business, it's booming. Like, it's crazy. Like, they just got like $1 million facility over there on Western. They just built like a new facility and shit. So it's just like, damn, like, he going crazy. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at the time it took, it's just like, all right, some shit happened overnight for some people, some shit they don't. But then you standing inside his house looking at the results, like, shit, I could wait 14 years for this.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? This
For
shit
sure.
look
And
crazy.
that's the mindset
Like,
a lot of people need to have, because if you think something gonna happen overnight, like, we was literally talking about that before we went on air, And it's just like a lot of people want that quick shit.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have, you know, the discipline or the fucking balls to like see some shit through.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then like what is right for you is like, and everybody not built for entrepreneurship.
Facts.
So for some people, like what is right for you is that 9 to 5, that routine, that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like them ups and downs. A lot of people can't take it.
Yeah.
So if you don't have that, then like, no, that might not be for you.
Mental fortitude.
And you gotta be serious about what you're doing real quick. Like you can't say you gonna make the league and your ass ain't going to the gym. You can't say you finna be a world famous actress and you ain't hitting them casting calls.
Yeah.
And you ain't doing them free plays.
You ain't got no agent. Like you ain't got nobody like.
You can't say you finna be a model.
Yeah.
with
You ain't
2
got no
kids,
headshots.
You feel me? And you can't make them runway shows, fashion shows. You ain't doing no networking.
You ain't socializing. Exactly.
You gotta put the rubber to the road.
Yeah, you gotta do the whole thing. Yeah. You gotta do the whole thing.
Because the thing about dreams is dreams are not supposed to be practical. And they're not supposed to be easily attainable. If they easily attainable, it ain't a dream. It's you feel me, a regular 9 to 5. Or you can walk into any place right now, put in an application. It's motherfuckers I know that's plumb fucking dumb. That's making some money because they went in and applied and they ain't got no experience.
Yeah.
But there's people out here I know that's OD talented and all they need is that one. Like you said at the beginning, Rose was like, you could be losing for 10 years.
Yeah.
You hit that one stain.
And you be like, damn, that 10 years be worth it. Yep, for sure.
It's over with. And it's crazy. Did you hear Dame say that about the dream shit? Because I
saw the post last week.
Well, yeah. So I seen him say that on an interview a couple months ago. I ain't see a post, but he was like, dreams not supposed to be practical. He was like, if you dreaming about something you saw before, like that's another nigga dream. Yeah. That's not your dream.
And if that shit
you know
was easy, like,
it's been done already.
Would be doing it.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody would be successful. Like everybody would be like, fuck it, I'm living out my dream.
It's crazy. It kind of fucked me up when he said that though. You know what I'm saying? But
I just want to encourage y'all, like, this one, y'all dropped some gems. This definitely one to come back to.
True.
Because I definitely was like, y'all was stepping on some toes.
Yeah. But it's like, it's a lot of shit that like I be needing to hear. Like, you know, just as an entrepreneur, and sometimes I be like, okay, like this shit not moving as fast as I wanted to, or like it's not happening the way that I thought, or like, you know, just all type of shit. And you gotta kind of like them, like that's like that's really fighting demons off, because like demons really try to tell you like, you need to sit your ass down somewhere. Like, you try to do this, you try to do that. Ain't shit about to happen with this shit. You about to find you another job, like, and then you just gotta fight them thoughts off, because like you your own worst critic, for real.
Yeah.
You your own worst critic. That's like she said, the first thing is like believing in yourself. That's the bottom line and the top.
Absolutely.
It's like that meme that like the guy he digging for the diamond or whatever.
And he gave up and his ass was right there.
And the other one got it because he gave up.
Yep, and that's really how it is. Yeah. Like, you can be like chiseling at some shit, hitting some shit, going through some shit, and at one moment that you be like, yo, I can't do this shit no more. You will never know if that was your moment or not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Until you know, because you kept going.
You got Cam's Corner for us?
I do. Cam's Corner, as you guys know, I always stick to the topic. This one is actually off the top of my head. Just if you got something that you love to do and you see it for yourself, don't matter what people around you saying. It don't matter if 100 people telling you they don't think that's going to work out. If that's what you want to do and that's what you love and that's what you see a vision for yourself, keep doing it. Stay consistent. Do whatever it takes. Wake up every day, even if you got a job, even if you got a 9 to 5, that's cool. But the time that you are not working that job, you need to be applying yourself to this dream. So you can one day say that you don't need that no more. I feel like true happiness is only in what we really want to be doing, only in what we really love. I personally ain't never been happy going to work for nobody else. So that being said, you have to put yourself in a position to not have to do that, or to be smart enough and disciplined enough to utilize them like they using you to elevate to your true purpose. Don't ever give up on yourself, no matter how many people around you do. 1,000 no's and 1 yes. Seriously. I truly take pride in people that ain't never, ever, ever gave up on what they wanted to do. them the same people that I respect so much and the same people that I'm literally watching firsthand be successful and live out their dreams. So if you got something that you want, something that you love, just keep doing it. Like I'm telling you, consistency is key. One day you gonna look up, and no matter how long it took, all that time gonna be worth it. All them years gonna be worth it. Blood, sweat, tears, that shit is gonna be worth it. You just gotta believe in yourself enough to keep going. And that's it. Facts. Cam's Corner.
Cam's Corner. And my challenge of the week is just to peep the distractions. I talked about this on a post I put on IG about a week ago, but peep all of the distractions that come to you and be able to identify and reject things immediately. Again, some distractions are things that are just evident distractions. Somebody just trying to get you to do some shit to throw you off. It might not be no bad intent, but you know you're supposed to be locked in, finishing a project, and somebody hitting you, trying to get you to come outside, or whatever the case may be. But it's also them things that feel like a good thing, to where like people telling you like, I got this opportunity for you, I got this for you, I got that for you, and it's just like, it seems like the higher you climb, the more visible you are, and the more people. And it's usually because they see some type of good in you. They see, you know, like, damn, this person seemed good at this person good at that. Let me give an opportunity. But it's like, if that opportunity don't align with the main mission, it's still a distraction. You know what I'm saying? Because you spread yourself thin doing so many different tasks and doing taking on so many different jobs, wearing so many different hats, that it's just like, damn, I don't even have time to do this thing that I'm really good at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we see rappers do it. We see rappers, you know, be good at rapping and get other opportunities, and it's just like they can never catch back on the music scene. And they might be still successful, but it's like, if their dream was really music, it's over with. Like, you know, you got the ASAPs and 50 tried to, you know, come back in music a few times, and that shit was whack. That shit was terrible.
Point, he honestly just needs to stick,
you know what I'm
to
saying?
goddamn.
And luckily he has another talent.
Shows,
you know,
and he be going off on them damn theme songs. Like, you know they be going crazy.
Obviously he got another talent, which might also have been a dream of his, so it might not apply directly to him. You know what I'm saying? Because his distractions ended up being great, but I think for most people it's kind of like, you got to keep the main thing, at least until you meet that mark. You know what I'm saying, that you're trying to meet, and then kind of, you know, venture off from wherever you want to venture off to. But yeah, that's a challenge of the week. What you got lined up for the birthday, man? Is it can all of the supporters come?
Yes.
What's going on?
So I am having a party.
What kind of party?
I'm having a birthday party.
Is it like a party or a party? Like how you used to party?
What are you implying?
I'm just saying.
What are you implying here? No.
It's gonna be some booger sugar. No,
oh well, I can't help what other people do now. So if you want to come with your little cross, the little twisty cross, like off Cruel Intentions, you know, hey, if that's how you like to party, go for it. I mean, I don't judge. Personally, I don't judge. So hey, if that's what you like to do. But yeah, so this is gonna be a fucking podcast birthday party, y'all. So we're gonna be on live. I'm gonna make some fucking drinks for y'all to drink and get drunk, like T-Pain said. And that's gonna be it. We just gonna have a good time. I'll be 29. 20
that's it?
Fucking 9. Yes. So close to 30 though.
I think she lying.
Nah, nigga, I'll be 29 for sure. 1992. So this is like, it really wasn't like a prevalent birthday for me. Like, I was really kind of on some shit like, whatever, like I'll be 30 next year. But then I thought about it, and like I really did a lot this last year. Like, I really did a lot of shit that I'm proud of. And I feel like I definitely need to celebrate that with people that like I fuck with, and people that I'm proud of, and people that's proud of me. I deserve that. So yeah, so we doing that shit. It's room 43.
Yeah.
Room fucking 43. My birthday is the 5th, by the way. December 5th, Sagittarius. Yes. So yeah. So I have more information to offer on next week's episode, of course. But right now is bring your ass. Be ready to like get involved with the podcast. Like this is gonna be like, we done going live now, but like this is a real live show. Like this is legit. So I'd be more than happy to see everybody. and talk some shit and get twisted with y'all. Like, that's it. That's all I can ask for. That's my type of party.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, y'all heard it here first, man. Make sure y'all pull up to Cam shit. Anybody who listening right now that's in Chicago, we got some listeners in Russia. That should be so.
That shit's
weird
raw
to
though.
me.
Like, do they even
So
like,
fucking weird. But shout out to the people
what-
in Russia right now.
like,
It's
yo,
happening.
Huh?
It's happening.
It's crazy.
slowly
Shout out-
but surely. Look, that's why you gotta just keep boom. boom
Shout out
keep
to people
going.
in Russia right now. If you want to slide to Cam's birthday party,
Please do.
I don't know what the flight's looking
I
like.
could definitely,
but-
I know, right? Like, hold
Shit.
on. But I could use the goddamn, come teach me some shit. Because, look, y'all be wealthy as shit. And I need to know, like, what's up.
Yeah.
Like, come put me on game.
Facts.
Look.
Do my nails.
Girl, because look,
we
them
have-
Russian manicures.
If you pull up and we got a couple of Serbian security guards, don't
Don't
be
be
surprised.
scared
And don't
either.
fuck around in there either.
Because you fuck around, find out. Seriously.
All right. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Always.